James Bell of the Boxing Source here with another video, and this one here is talking about the potential matchup between Gervonta Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer. Of course, we know about the back and forth between Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer that has been marinating for over a year now, and now it seems like it is closer than ever that this fight would be taking place between those two guys. You have Gervonta Tank Davis there as the WBA Super Champion at Super Featherweight, with Tevin Farmer as the IBF Champion at Super Featherweight, and that these two guys have basically shown themselves to be among the top guys there in that super featherweight division. While that division is very deep, this particular fight has been one that people have wanted to see for a little while now, and it seems like they are trying to get some type of deal done between the two, but right now it doesn't seem like they have been able to come to an agreement. At first, we saw that there was an offer sent towards the team of Gervonta Tank Davis from Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing, and they wanted to send a $5 million deal to Tank Davis, and it seems like that one was not pretty much accepted by Tank Davis. That was, a few months ago. And then now it seemed like there was a response from the team of Gervonta Tank Davis, and that they want to offer Tevin Farmer $2 million, and that was viewed as an insult by Tevin Farmer. Now the thing is that pretty much would be one of the biggest fights there at that super featherweight division. So while both sides have basically, rejected the offers that have been sent to them, but you got to see if they could come to some type of an agreement, or else we won't be seeing that fight. Now, on the show a couple of weeks ago, after Gervonta Tank Davis won his latest bout that was over in Baltimore, I pretty much said that his next fight would most likely be another defense of that WBA Super Featherweight Championship, where he would just defend that title against former world champion Yuriorkis Gamboa. That would be a fight, Tank Davis versus Yuriorkis Gamboa, that would probably be, fairly easier to set up than this unification fight between Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer. And if they don't come to some type of an agreement, then you'll see Davis against Gamboa, and then you may see Tevin Farmer going up against Joseph Jojo Diaz, who was a former featherweight world title challenger, lost to Gary Russell Jr., but moved up to super featherweight and won another version of the WBA super featherweight title here at super featherweight. So you might see Tevin Farmer going up against Jojo Diaz instead of facing Gervonta Tank Davis if they don't come up with some type of an agreement there. So, but you still have this back and forth between Gervonta Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer. They've gone back and forth at it on Twitter, as they have done so time after time after time. And I mean, this is something that could, basically blow up to a fairly big fight between the two. Of course, you have Tank Davis in Baltimore, and you have Tevin Farmer over in Philadelphia. It's not much of a drive between those two cities. You would have that type of rivalry between those two. I mean, we've had little local rivalry recently in the super welterweight division when you had Jarrett Hurd from the DC area going up against Julian J Rock Williams, where J Rock Williams was able to get the win over Jarrett Hurd and win the belts that Jarrett Hurd had. But here with Farmer and Davis, you would have another type of rivalry there with Philadelphia against Baltimore that would bring out a good number of fans out to watch this particular fight. So hopefully they're able to work out something so that that unification fight can happen. So that is something that we're going to be looking out for here in the next coming days and weeks, is if they will be able to have Gervonta Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer work out a deal so they can face each other for the IBF and the WBA super title in that super featherweight division. That's all I got here in reference to this topic. You can subscribe to the Boxing Source on YouTube and catch the Boxing Source radio show Sunday nights, 7:30, Blog Talk Radio. On that note, folks, I'm out. Peace.